Flores, and this is Busted Open, an unboxing show where celebrities and social media tastemakers get to bust open 5 different boxes, each containing different streetwear items. Now, what's dope about these items is these items are gonna walk us through their past, their present, and into their future. And at the end, these artists are gonna have the task of ranking them from least to most expensive sale value. All right, you guys, I'm so excited to welcome our very first guest, Janelle. What's up?
What's up, girl? How are you?
I'm good. I'm liking your look.
Thank you. Me too.
Okay, are you ready to bust open your first box?
Yes, I'm excited to see what's in these boxes.
I know, so am I. Okay, here we go. This is your first item, and I actually have something for you. Oh, here you go. Be careful, girl.
I just cut my finger the other day.
All right, so here we go. We're busting open the very first box. So this is actually going to be an item that's representing an item from your past.
From my
past.
past.
Okay. Ready to explore your past right now? All right.
Oh, okay. We got Tupac on here.
That's something you can relate to, right?
Yes, I basically started rapping because of Tupac. As a little kid, I wrote down the lyrics to How Do You Want It after rewinding it on a tape cassette on the radio. I recorded it on the radio, rewinded the tape over and over to learn the lyrics, and that was one of the first moments where I realized, I was like, hold up. As I was writing Tupac's lyrics, I'm like, I could do this. I could write my own lyrics. So Tupac is like basically my biggest inspiration.
That's your person. You were like 14 years old, weren't you? When you around that age when you realized this is it.
Yes.
And take me back to that moment where things just kind of clicked for you and you were like, you know what? This is exactly what I want to do. Because being 14 and knowing what you want to do, that's kind of rare.
Well, I did music my whole life. Since I was a little girl, I was always a hip-hop dancer since I was like 7. I was in choir, orchestra, drama, just all performing arts. And then around like 12, 13, 14, I can't remember exactly. But around that age, I actually always wrote poetry too since I was really little. It was like one of my little hobbies. And so just my love of hip-hop and poetry kind of went hand in hand, and that's how I started rapping.
I love that. Okay, so that was the first item. We'll go ahead and put that item right here.
All right.
Just for the time being. Let's go ahead and bust open box number 2.
Okay.
Now this box is going to be representing an item from your life right now.
All right.
All right, she said.
Let's see.
All right.
There's a lot going on. Is this full of all kinds of surprises? I'm assuming.
This could be anything at this point, huh? I feel like it's Christmas right now. Look at this. All right, here we go.
These boxes are like hard to bend open.
They're brand new. All right, so here we have is a vintage Ralph Lauren shirt with an anchor.
Oh, that's dope! I love this. That is so dope.
Yeah,
I love this.
I love it too. So of course you already know what this item represents. This represents your latest release, Anchors, which is such a beautiful song. And apart from the fact that it sounds good sonically, I love the message behind it. You talk about how people fake things for like. I mean, social media is so phony nowadays. So how important do you think it is for people on social media to be themselves? Just, have your own style. You don't have to follow everything that's going on.
I think it's very important. I think that especially with kids now these days, I think back to when I was a kid and I just liked what I liked naturally. I didn't go on social media and have somebody tell me this is what's cool, this is what you should like. And I think that kids need to really figure out on their own what they like, what they have a taste for, without going and looking what everybody else is doing. And I do want to say that this is so funny you guys got this because some of the inspiration for the Anchors video was the old Ralph Lauren commercials. Like, remember when they were on like the boats and it's like black and white and stuff. So that's like really amazing that you guys got
like
this.
having a moment.
Yeah, it's like a real moment. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome. And in that song, you obviously talk a little bit about style. You talk about Birkin bags. Take me back to when you were younger. I mean, who were you looking at and you were like, I love their style, and they kind of influenced you even now?
Gwen Stefani.
Love. Girl, give me a high five. She made
my hands are kind of clamming, my bad.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, Gwen Stefani is literally like my style icon. I just feel like she's always been so different and ahead of the wave. Like, some of the things you saw Gwen wearing back in the day, like when we were kids, is like, that's styles you see now. And she was doing a lot of things before anybody. So she's always been my biggest style inspiration.
I love that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put item number 2 right here. We're gonna bust open item number 3. Are you ready for this?
I am. These are really good. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
they're getting better and better.
All right, here we go. Christmas once again. So what's interesting about this item is this is gonna be an item that actually means something to me personally about you.
Oh, some J's.
Yes, so these are the Air Jordan Gamma Blue, which was was released in 2013. Do you remember what happened in 2013?
A
You're
lot.
like, so much happened.
So much.
Well, let me go ahead and remind you, but your album, Now You Know.
Oh my
was
God, yes,
released, which
yes.
meant a lot to me. I still blast it. I drove back from Vegas
Thank
this
you.
morning and I was listening to explosions like crazy. Like it was waking me up
Thank
like,
you.
okay, I got stuff to do today. It's just
I love
such
that.
a vibe.
Yeah, it was a lot of hard work that went into that. That was my first project I put out, and you know, I feel like it was slightly slept on a little bit, so it makes me very happy to hear that you were a fan.
Recognition.
Yes.
So it takes me back to like your style at this time, your mindset. What kind of stuff were you into, like clothing wise, back in 2013?
Well, in 2013, I feel like that's when I was really getting into my high fashion vibes. You know, I put out my song Karl Lagerfeld, and
Yes.
yeah, you know, I started to make a little bit more money, so I was like, I can afford a couple nicer things. You know, growing up, I didn't have that much, so I was always very more casual, you know, J's, like, you know, more tomboy type vibes. But as I started to become more of a woman and more of a superstar, you know, we had to step it up a little bit. And I would say 2013 is definitely that year where I kind of went from a little bit more of the casual vibes to really being the brand.
We'll go ahead and put this.
I'm
item
already like,
back
you know,
here.
I'm like, these might be the ones I'm gonna take.
I'm gonna go ahead and take these.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take item number 4. Are
Okay.
you ready, girl? So this item is gonna be an item that you've rapped about before. Okay. You're like,
I've rapped about a lot of items. I'm like, it must be something designer.
I'm dead. You ready, girl? Here we go.
Wait, this is so cute. Are you serious?
Look at
Actually,
that.
this might have just stepped up to the top of my list right now.
Okay,
This is so cute.
I know it's cute, girl.
This is so cute.
Actually, you should put it on real quick. I'm trying to see how that looks on you.
It might mess up
It
my-
actually matches your eyeshadow.
It does.
really
It matches
well.
my eyeshadow perfectly, but it
But your
might
hair,
mess up my
yeah, girl, don't mess up your hair. What we have here is a Chanel and Pharrell collaboration bucket hat. You know what we're talking about here. Of course, you rapped about it. So you drop a lot of high fashion brands.
Yeah.
What are some ways that fans can also look cute, you know, but maybe we don't have the money to like spend on this? What are some ways we can look cute on a budget?
Well, I will announce now my new clothing line, LOL Cartel.
Here we go. Plug that.
Yes,
Plug it.
it's a unisex clothing line, so it's for guys and girls, and you can get it in zoomies. It's very, you know, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's cheap because that makes it sound bad, but it's very inexpensive and affordable. Yes.
Okay.
So I definitely think that if you're looking for some cute vibes that are affordable, go get some LOL Cartel at Zoomies.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Thank you, girl.
Yes. No, this is.
It's cute, huh? I know.
This
I
is
died.
adorable.
I died. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the last item.
I'm like, you know, I might just have to buy all of these, and whenever I can't keep up, like, can I buy?
Girl, I feel you. I'm trying to take one home too. All right, so we're going on to the last item. Now, this item is one that represents your connection to the culture today. You ready for this?
400.
Yeah, YG 400
YG.
clothing. So,
Which is really funny because this brand is also sold at Zoomies.
There we go.
Me and him both have our lines in Zoomies, so you can go get some LOL Cartel and some YG's line at the same time.
I love that.
Yeah, that's so funny. Oh my god.
So this is something that represents the West Coast. Girl,
Yes.
you are literally West Coast. It's in your name. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I put it in my name.
You collaborated with people like Snoop Dogg, YG. Obviously, it's something important for you. Why is it so important for you to keep those LA roots so, you know, prevalent in your music and in your style?
Well, I mean, I think definitely just putting West Coast in my name. It's like,
Yeah, you're
I
like,
gotta
that's it.
make sure I collab with some West Coast legends. You can't make your name Chanel West Coast and not work with any West Coast legends. You know what I mean? But definitely working with YG, it was amazing. I actually had the song that we did, I Like New. It was almost done, and then he came to the studio to work with my producer. Wasn't even coming to work with me, and like my producer was still working on the song, and he was like, "Hold up, what's that?" And that's how he ended up getting on the song. Yeah, he heard my song and he was just feeling it. And shout out to YG. Yeah, so it was like a really cool thing for me because like I didn't even, you know, I already had known him. I met him a few times, but when my producer came and was like, "Hey, YG's in the booth getting on your song right now," I was like, "What?" Like,
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, "What are you talking about?" So it was a very surprising moment for me too, and kind of surreal.
We'll go ahead and put this item back
Okay.
there. So now, again, let me remind you that you have the task of rearranging these from least to most expensive. This being most expensive, this being the least expensive. And if you can do that, you're gonna go ahead and choose any of these items to take home. Regardless, one of you guys are gonna have the opportunity to take one home, okay?
I think I got this. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, I hope I got
for
this.
you. I want you to take home that bucket hat.
Okay, well, I know this isn't the cheapest because, like I said, you know, we both got our clothing lines in LOL. My clothing line, LOL Cartel, and his are both at Zoomies, and they're inexpensive, but it's not the cheapest. But I'm gonna put it right here.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be cheaper than that T-shirt.
So the Tupac, then the YG is gonna be over here.
This is definitely, you know, a little vintage vibe, so that's most expensive.
Okay.
I think that's the order.
So this is your final order. We're gonna go ahead and walk you through what exactly it is. So this being the cheapest, you said that the Tupac was the cheapest. I am so sorry, but it is not the cheapest.
No way! It's like, it's handmade. I thought maybe, you know, somebody just got a random white T-shirt.
This right here is a one-of-one spray painted Tupac T-shirt. I'm sorry, girl, but you were very, very close. So what we have as the cheapest in sale value is the YG 400.
Okay.
Right here.
Well, you know, I said, you know, we do got inexpensive clothing brands at Zoomies.
Very affordable. There you go.
Very affordable.
You called it. And the next one is the
oh,
Tupac.
man.
Yeah, so the YG actually retails at $49.99, and this Tupac one-of-one retails at $150.
Okay. All right.
A little bit off.
Mistake. I feel like I got the rest right now.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and walk through it. So you went ahead and put the Air Jordan 11 Gamma Blue, which was a 2013 release. This one actually retails at $515, which does put it in third place. Good job, girl. You know
I was like, I knew this jacket and this hat were hella expensive.
Yes.
So I was like, they gotta be more expensive than Jade.
So let's see if you were right about these two items. So you put the vintage Ralph Lauren Anchor Polo jacket here at spot number 4. This retails at $600. And then you put the Chanel Pharrell collaboration bucket hat, and this retails for $1,500. So you were right.
I knew it.
At the beginning.
I can't believe it. How did I get that wrong? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm mad.
I know. My heart was pumping when you said it. I was like, yeah. But you still killed it. What's awesome is you actually get to choose which one of these items you want to give to one of your fans that's watching right now.
Oh man. I guess it depends on who the fan is. It's like we can't give like some grown man these shoes.
Oh my gosh. I'm dead.
I guess this, because this probably will fit more people.
Yeah,
you know?
this is fine.
Yeah, and it's about to be winter, you know.
Yeah, perfect.
They might need a jacket, even though it's climate change and it's not that cold.
All right, Chanel, thank you so much for being on the
Thank
show
you for
with
having
us.
me, girl. I
You've
appreciate
been
it.
awesome. Is there anything you want to go ahead and tell everybody?
Yes, make sure you guys go check out my new single, Anchors. Check out the clothing line, LOL Cartel. It's at Zoomies, and you can get it online. And you can stay up to date with everything else I'm doing at ChanelWestCoast.com. And every single URL is Chanel West Coast on every site you can think of.
Yes, girl, hustling. And again, if you guys want to go ahead and take this item, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, you comment below, #sweepstakes. And we're going to be choosing one person at random to take home this jacket, okay?
Nice.
Thank you so much. This is FuseTV.